This reckless act of spit became her signature of disrespect, so the judge penned a sentence in hard lessons.
Now the big question, why are you spitting on someone? Nobody likes to be spit upon.
I know. To be honest with you, Your Honor, I don't know if I'm able to talk about this to you, but I'm going to tell you, I don't remember what happened to me that night. One of my old growing up friends that lived down my street, they asked me to take him to the bar. And me being nice, and I haven't seen him for over 50
So
years.
did you,
I ended up taking him to the bar.
and did you
I went
drink as
there,
well?
And I went in there to because I love pool. I've always liked to play pool as a child.
Mhm.
So I went in there and she offered me a drink. But when I got that drink, I hesitated to get it. But the drink, I believe that it had something in it. After that,
No, here's the thing. You have issues with your sobriety. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison. And counsel, you're on this side.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2024 CR 0125006, State of Texas versus Vanessa Portales. Can I have parties announce?
Megan Galloway from state.
Ted Wood representing Ms. Portales.
And are you Ms. Portales?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I have, Judge.
Did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Portales, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Any objection?
None, Judge.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with harassment of a public servant. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
I didn't understand.
The rights that I've explained to you, do you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you intending to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you sure? She's sure she wants to enter into this plea bargain agreement, counsel?
Judge, I think she may be concerned about the waiver of the constitutional rights that you articulated, but I explained to her that those rights are waived for this proceeding and this proceeding only.
Hmm.
So she's not given up her rights for the rest of her life or forever and ever. It's for this proceeding and this proceeding only.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Ms. Portales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
You
I'm
have to
sorry.
say yes.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge. Probation was recommended, I believe, or community supervision for 3 years.
Well, that's a recommendation, but we're just going over what the plea bargain agreement is, which
Very-
you all have agreed to.
Very
You
well.
understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In defense, was that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
State?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, community service hours, and also no contact with a resident on Nogalitos Street, San Antonio, Texas, 78225. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
The offer states what it attached.
No objections, Judge.
And state, have you spoken with the complainant?
No, Judge.
Okay, all right, thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand that you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same, and the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
I don't think there was a PSI requested, Judge.
No. So do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, Ms. Portales and I reviewed the situation and she believes that it's in her best interest, and I agree with her that jury trial is not in her best interest. And the judge, we're just asking that you go along with the 3-year recommendation and give her a chance to rebuild her life.
All right. What do you do for a living?
I'm a Valley Living. I do work for the community apartment complexes.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what do you do?
For Valley Living, I pick up like their trash and stuff and put it in the compactor.
Okay.
I work a part-time job due to that because I do my GED. Right now I'm in GED classes.
Mhm.
I'm studying for a truck driver, so I do work my part-time because of that. Put in my hours of school to make time for that as well.
Okay. And do you have any children?
My children are 23 and over, so
Do you have grandchildren?
no, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
And when you say not yet, is there one on the way?
My daughter mentioned she just lost her baby. So
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. All right. So now the big question, why are you spitting on someone? Nobody likes to be spit upon.
I know. To be honest with you, Your Honor, I don't know if I'm able to talk about this to you, but I'm going to tell you, I don't remember what happened to me that night. I do remember when I was sober, one of my old growing up friends that lived down my street, they asked me to take him to the bar. And me being nice, and I haven't seen him for over 50
So
years.
did you,
I ended up taking them to the bar and dropping them off at the bar, and they're like, hey, you want to come in so you can.
and did you
go in
drink as
there.
well?
And I went in there because I love pool. I've always liked to play pool as a child.
Mhm.
So I went in there, and one of the girls that I took that we grew up from our childhood, she offered me a drink from the bartender, but they're like, when I got that drink, I hesitated to get it, but the drink, I believe that it had something in it. After that,
No, here's the thing.
I don't remember.
The problem is that it appears to me that you have issues with your sobriety and you should not have been drinking at all anyway. Let me tell you something, what I know. What I know is that if you are being clean and sober, there may be certain places that you should not go. But if you decide to go, like if a friend, and I use that term loosely, because if it was a friend, they would never have said, hey, let's go to a bar to begin with. But let's say you go to a bar. A friend should not be buying you drinks. And if they are your friend, then they know what your issues are. They know if you're trying to maintain your sobriety, because then we end up here. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So that person should probably be removed from your friends list. And they always tell you, you need to change people, places, and things. So sometimes mainly it's the people. You understand?
And you know what, Judge, I was telling my lawyer that from my childhood, we grew up in the same neighborhood, so I ran into her, seeing her. And when she asked me for the ride, and I did all that, and I took them. I hadn't seen this person for over 15 years.
And
Now
you
that
know
we're
what?
adults.
Sometimes people are best left in the past.
Work.
Because when you break up with somebody, there's a reason you broke up with them. When you haven't seen a friend in a while, there's a reason why you haven't seen them in a while. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to order 90 sober meetings in 90 days. TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. 200 hours of community service restitution. If you obtain your GED or trade school certification, the community services will be deemed satisfied. So it's up to you whether or not you want to end up picking up trash in the heat of the summer in San Antonio. Probably going to be about 100 and something.
Warmish.
Yeah. So that's up to you.
Thank you, Judge.
There is to be no contact with 2432 Nogalitos. And that's 78225. Probation, is there anything else? All right, I'm not going to order the fine.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate that.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
And do you need anything else from the court?
May I have a work note?
What, for being here today? What do you mean a work note?
Like just so I can have for my records.
I don't understand what you mean by work note.
Like, I wanted to ask if I can have a letter for when I go back to work that they know that I came here.
Oh, no, I don't do that. That's something you have to get from your attorney.
Okay.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Make sure you stay in contact with your probation officer, because in this court, to be successful, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you.
This young man, caught between who he was and who he wants to be, stood before the court and the judge, balanced and measured, charted a middle path through discipline and hope.
All right. Why did you do something so silly?
I was just being stupid.
But why?
Poor decisions.
Well, but of all the things that you could do, one, why are you posing with a weapon? Why do people think that's cool?
I feel like I just see everybody else think it's cool, and I'm very stubborn. I could get really hard-headed sometimes, and I try to fit in with the crowd. And really, I wasn't raised that way. My mother raised me on different principles, and my father raised me on different principles. And with time, I feel like I eventually did learn that that's not the way I was raised at all.
Yeah. I don't know why people want to follow people or fit into a group. Sometimes it's great not to fit in a group. What's the saying, in a world where you can be anything, be a unicorn? So stand out. All right. This is what the court will do. The court will sentence you to 2 years, deferred adjudication.